up, Crypto Warriors? It's Ultra Crypto back at it again. Today is Thursday, the 18th of March, 2021. Let's get into it. We're having a good recovery over the past 24 hours in the Bitcoin price, and everything else is following as per usual in the past 24 hours. I really think that Bitcoin has found some support at the $1 trillion market cap, and that's around 53K per Bitcoin. I can't foresee it going any lower than that, but what do I know, right? Let's just have a quick look, and we'll switch this over to market cap and go to the past 30 days. And as you can see, we're starting to get some support. Here it is. It's more like the past 14 days. Get some support here at the $1 trillion mark. And like I stated, the $1 trillion mark is around the 53K mark. So I don't see it going any lower than that. We'll see what happens. And yeah, let's just get into it. Next, coming from Twitter, this is Documenting Bitcoin at Documenting BTC. How much you would now have if you had bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin on this date, and this was as of yesterday, St. Patty's Day, March 17th. And here it is from 2020 from 2010 all the way up until 2020. And as you can see, hindsight is 2020, right? I mean, the only down year really was 2018 and 2014. So 2 years that was a little bit down. So yeah, you'll be up by a lot if you had $1,000 invested in Bitcoin on these dates. And the key is not just investing, but holding that $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Who would have held all this time? Only the true believers. And we're starting to get a lot of new people into the space, and people that, like me, that's been here since 2017, who are now true holders of Bitcoin, and we ain't selling a damn thing. Next, we must not let Zuckerberg become a central bank European MP, member of parliament. That's what MP stands for. This is coming from Decrypt. And the European Central Bank may soon be pushed to regulate cryptocurrencies more. Concern over Facebook's DM is part of the reason. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. All right, so the European Parliament legislators are attempting to give the European Central Bank more regulatory power. So we have to keep an eye on this, because this could be the start of something bad, not just in the form of regulations when it comes to cryptocurrencies, but in the form of regulations when it comes to monetary policies moving forward. And this is what they're aiming for when it comes to having more control over their citizens. And with new regulatory power given to the central bank, they're opening Pandora's box, in my opinion. Anyway, who am I? I'm just some dude on the internet spewing out what he believes, right? So the September proposal, the European Commission's Markets in Crypto Assets, the MiCA regulation, would mandate that the ECB, the European Central Bank, establish uniform rules for crypto asset service providers and issuers at EU level. So they're coming after companies, not true decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? They're coming after companies, and any company that issue, especially when we're talking about stable coins. They're really afraid of these stable coins. And we would see Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg basically become the largest bank overnight if this DM thing finally launched, because it was called Libra at first, and then that was the mistake for Facebook. They shouldn't have announced it. They should have just launched it and then deal with the regulatory backlash afterwards. They should have just launched it and see what happens. But moving forward, now we know that companies are watching what's taking place. Companies are watching what's taking place, and Tether just launched. You know, I know I'm going all over the place here, but Tether, they just launched and they just dealt with what happened afterwards. And that's the way that Zuckerberg and Facebook should have dealt with it, because they had the money, they had the lawyers. So, stop being little dorks and Ned Flanders about it, you know what I mean? But here it is, the Libra DM project has spooked lawmakers, particularly in the EU, who sees the currency when launched as the potential threat to fiscal status quo. The Facebook I sound like a boomer when I said that. Facebook has more than 2 billion users, said Dr. Berger. By introducing their own currency, it could gain the power of a central bank overnight. Currencies, however, do not belong in the hands of a private company. But that's exactly what a central bank is. A central bank is a private company. A central bank has nothing to do with the government. A central bank is a private company. So that's just a lie, a bold-faced lie right there. Private company, at the end of the day, we must not let Zuckerberg become a central bank. They are really scared of Facebook becoming a central bank. We need a safe form of digital money in a fast-changing digital world. And what's that safe form of money? The same crap that you're giving us right now? Your fiat being because fiat is already digitized, but having it on a blockchain is what they're talking about. And having your fiat central currency or central bank digital currency isn't going to make it any better. It just gives you, as a central bank, more control over your people. You're able to airdrop money into people's wallets. You're able to control their spending and saving, and that's what they want. They want more control. All right, so let's keep an eye on this, and let's talk about it. Let's not let up on the fact that central banks are trying to become more in control of their citizens. Next, Asia's MicroStrategy, Me Too, drops another 50 mil on ETH and Bitcoin. So we're seeing big players buy up more cryptocurrencies. And in this case, is the Hong Kong, China listed company purchased another 386.08 Bitcoin for $21.6 million and 16,000 ETH for around $28.4 million on March 17th, which was yesterday. The most recent announcement follows the initial cryptocurrency investment on March 5th, in which the company acquired 15,000 ETH and for around $22 million and roughly 379 Bitcoin for around $18 million. And we're seeing them just aggressively just buy up Bitcoin and ETH. And this is what the press release basically. The board believes that blockchain industry is still in its early stage. When people say that, oh, I missed the boat on Bitcoin or I missed the boat on ETH, no, you didn't. We're still super early, because even this multi-billion-dollar company still think we're super early in this blockchain space. Analogous to the mobile internet industry in circa 2005. Against this backdrop, the board believes cryptocurrencies have ample room for appreciation in value. So if he's comparing it to 2005 to the mobile wave, because what happened right after that? Apple released the iPhone in 2007, and then that big mobile wave happened this whole last decade and then some, right? So from 2007 on till 2020, what was just up and to the right when it came to an investment in mobile technologies and things of that nature. So Apple, Facebook's, Google's, Samsung, right? Everything just took off. So if we're in 2005, we are still super early. Super early. Next, again, coming from Cointelegraph, Bank of America analyst slams Bitcoin. Buying one Bitcoin, it's like owning 60 cars. I already went over this the other day when it comes to the mining technology, right? When it comes to getting energy to mine Bitcoin, almost 70% of all that energy comes from renewable source of energy, and they are using basically excess energy that would have been flared off anyway and causing carbon emissions. So this person needs to do their research. All right, I have a bunch of stuff I highlighted here. I was going to get into it, but I'm sorry, I already discussed this like 2 videos ago, and you can go look it up. All right, I have it probably linked in this as well. But yeah, nah, come on, player. You're just talking garbage now. All right. Next, deflationary ETH 2 could flip Bitcoin, Masari analyst says. So we're having the talk again about as ETH 2.0 will make Ethereum more akin to Bitcoin when it comes to ETH as money, and ETH becoming deflationary over time, because right now with ETH it's inflationary, right? There's no cap, there's no supply cap, and with ETH 2.0 and proof of stake, it will become deflationary. So we'll see what happens, right? ETH 2.0 hasn't been released yet, and they're still experimenting on it. So we'll see what happens. I still hold bags of ETH though, so either way, it'll be cool for me. And here it is again from Cointelegraph, going to pieces. Fractionalized NFT projects gather steam. All right, so what we're having is we're seeing that NFTs are, it's a new hype. NFTs are being sold for, millions upon millions of dollars, and not everybody has, 16,000 ETH laying around in their war chest to go purchase some NFT, right? So you could what they're saying is now they have this idea, which was a concept back in from 2018. All right, fractional non-fungible tokens, FNFTs, was originally conceived in 2018 as a way to offer shared ownership. So you have people that sold his NFT for $70 million. Guess what? Now you can own a piece of that. All right, so they're taking it, and because NFTs are ERC 721s, and now you could bring it to the ERC 20 standards, right? That's what they're saying. They're taking it and they're making it fungible on the ERC 20 standards, and then you could trade it on places like Uniswap, use sushi swaps, and things of that nature. It's a good idea, and the one that they're highlighting here is Defi. They will make it possible. And so if you own a piece of art from someone and you don't want to sell the whole thing, but you want to make it liquid and get some money from it, right? For living purposes or whatever the case may be, but you don't want to sell the whole thing, you could break it apart into 10 different pieces and sell maybe 5 of them and hold on to another 5. And it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. And speaking of NFTs, I see everybody coming out with their NFTs nowadays. I've made my NFTs over 24 weeks ago, right? 24 weeks ago, I've made NFTs, and I actually sold some. I didn't even know that. I was wondering where my in my MetaMask wallet, I ended up with a little extra ETH in my MetaMask wallet. I was wondering where it came from, and this is why. I sold some of my NFTs that I made. I actually sold this one. All right, the last Bitcoin. I have these right here for sale of Jamie the Demon Diamond. I am the Gold Demon. All right, I don't have it not for sale. I gotta put it up for sale. All right, so I sold this one. Say bye bye fiat. And yeah, so I'm gonna put these up for sale again. It's on Rarible. Look me up, Sergeant Crypto. There it is. All right, and let's talk about it in the comment section below. I have NFTs for sales, and they're not crazy prices. And let's get it. All right, the Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace. I'm super excited.